right here. DePauw is out of the game. And they're running cutters through Mastalone, driving it in. And she'll lay it up, scoring. And the foul. They're putting 5 on the DePauw with 8. She's looking, they're running their offense. Mastalone with 5 to her left on the outside, double team. Oh, she dribbles through everybody, lays it up and scores. An incredible dribbling routine. Maxwell up top for McLemore, 5 to shoot, driving on Tomasini. The kick out, Mastalone late. She's going to hoist it. Good! Oh, Mastalone, the 5th-year senior, has had an incredible... Mastalone, 6 seconds left. Mastalone driving behind the back dribble. 3 seconds left. Caught into the basket. Lays it up. Good at the horn. And the Red Flash are within 2 minutes into the 4th period. Have not attempted a shot. How about that? Mastalone, here's a triple. Good. There's an attempted shot. And Mastalone is having an out after an 0-14 start as Mastalone's fouled and she scores. Splitting a double team to finish it. And let's see who it's on.
Away by Moore.
50-50 balls are important for the Red Flash tonight.
Here's Mastalone penetrating left block, has it.
Okay, that's what makes her so effective.
Way in this first half. Red Flash have been held scoreless over the last 4.5 minutes. Looking to stop the offensive drought inside. Jenna Mastalone does just that.
Again.
Away and stolen by Ajantovic. Loses it again, going after it to DePauw. Throws it back up to Mastalone and finishes.
DePauw assist. Way to stay with it.
Get inside. 7th steal of the day for the Red Flash. Mastalone down the lane, an 8-point lead.
Jenna knows what to do. Just go.
10 seconds driving. Mastalone, count the bucket and the foul. Contest will look to snap it for the Red Flash. Bounce pass all the way outside. And an open lane to drive for Jenna Mastalone, who drops it in.
Tremendous. Great stop and go. Had her head up the whole time. Beautiful.
Rebound grabbed by Maxwell. 4 seconds. Mastalone drives back through, navigating the traffic. Layup is in. Jenna Mastalone dodges the defense and gets the layup right. Been an attack fueled from behind the arc today. Stepping in front of that one's Mastalone. Has a look at the coast to coast, and she gets it.
Yeah, you're not going to catch her, Preston. St. Francis 14.
Lane, acrobatic look. Sam Miller pulls down the board. Pass way down the floor, and down goes Jenna Mastalone for 2.
It's a 2-on-3, but Mastalone finishes in transition with the offhand. And Semino calls a timeout. Jenna Mastalone and Caitlin Maxwell. Here's Mastalone. Got some space as Fisher somersaulted to the baseline, as Mastalone's got 5.
Alongside Jordan McLemore. DePauw 10 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Mastalone, that one almost went down for Benzel. Is just too strong. Now Brandy a 3. That one doesn't go, and DePauw flies in
Finds Bell cutting to the lane, and this one is loose, and Jada will clear it. Mastalone numbers with Benzel on the far side. A layup is good, and the first points for Mastalone. It makes it a 4 points. Maxwell on the near side. Is back up top for Mastalone. Screen for Moore. Mastalone drives, reverse layup is there, and the red flasher back up by 6.
Hard to stop. She just keeps
it. Sends the 3. It's good. As Niles gets it to go, Mastalone had the closeout under a minute to go here in the quarter. There's Jenna running the floor, though, and her layup is good. 6 quick ones for Master. Baseline to our left. Get something going towards the basket. Mastalone on the baseline. She sends it, and it
good.
Goes.
Yes.
What a last real run. Benzel for Moore.
Nice cut.
DePaul was open underneath. They didn't see her. Mastalone trying to drive around the much taller Stanley. Off the window it goes. And right at the buzzer, excellent.
To quickly be restarted. Major again. Hasn't missed. Mastalone getting underneath the basket. Back and forth they go now. Trading baskets. 13 here. They had it as close as 7. Three-pointer is cashed in. Jetta Mastalone with a huge hit. 11 points now for Kimball. 5-point game. Mastalone, baseline jumper, good answer. Back to 3, the lead. Trading bucket.
Asia Allen, who has not played in a game in the 22 calendar year either, just like Arne Taylor, she's getting action here today. So good to see some of these players that have been out a while back here. And that's another front rim shot. An open 3 miss. Back cut, great feed, and a layup for Mastalone. Well, all of a sudden, the Mount's in some trouble here. Down, no good, short. DePaul the rebound. 10-point lead of the ball for the Red Flash. Allen, right wing open, Mastalone, 3 and good. And the Mount's going to call another timeout.
Clock. Tightly guarded by Losinese. Mastalone finding some space. Tries to take the lane, draws the foul, and drops the basket in for 2.
That's what makes Jenna so effective.
Into the corner, Mastalone. There
There's-
she goes to the basket and
Yes.
converts.
That's what I love to see with Jenna, just taking it to the basket, being aggressive.
5 seconds to shoot. Off the dribble drive. Scoop shot is short. There's DePaul keeping it alive to Mastalone, and she drops it in.
And what unselfish play by DePaul as well. She could have easily gone up with the
Points in the first quarter today. Maxwell back up chop. Mastalone long 3.
Yeah, they got the defense loosened up a little bit. Kind of.
Near side sideline could be hard to see sometimes. Good call, Allie, and there's the baseball pass ahead for Mastalone. She has 7.
Great job splitting that trap right in front of us at half court.
McLemore guarded tightly by McCray. Mastalone off the dribble drive, the bucket and the foul
Yeah, that's such a tough call. Wood had
for Mastalone.
St. Francis burning as much time as they can.
Drives against Bergdorf and knocks it in. 19 for Mastalone, and it's 59-50.
For today and Monday. Mastalone, a little pull-up jumper, in and out and back in again. So the first bucket of the game comes from Maya Williams all over Maxwell. To the right goes Mastalone, and her layup is good. She can score. The graduate student from New York. Leah Moore the rebound. Bullet pass down low and a layup up and good by Mastalone. Terrific delivery by Jordan. We'll show you, he's very ambidextrous. Here's Mastalone down 2 off the glass. Good. We got a good one here at the Dietrich Gym. Tied at 26. The Devils do have a timeout to burn. Mastalone drives, cut off by Berube, but she reverses and hits. Red Flash by 2. By Toppin, no good. And it's saved. Here comes St. Francis with numbers if they hurry. Dappa down low, a beautiful delivery, and laden up and in is Mastalone, who is 6 for 6 on the floor.
Here's Benzel for the Red Flash. Oh, Mastalone, her first shot of the day, falls through.
Just where she left off.
Red flash start this second half of the basketball. Mastalone, DePauw, McLemore, Miller, and Benzel on the floor. Driving to the basket is Mastalone. Gets one off the glass.
Good start. That's what she does.
And St. Francis would love to see Mastalone heat up. Steps inside and pulls up from the elbow. Knocks it down. 4 points for her in 50. Jenna Mastalone, a screen from Jada DePauw, finds some room and drops it from the free throw line.
Again, nice job by Jenna to come off into the middle with the left hand.
For Merrimack, only 5 for St. Francis early, but a lot of that coming on the defensive side, a 6-2 mark in favor of the Warriors. As Mastalone works into the short corner and finds 2 of her own.
That's what happens, you know.
Ricochets off rim. Red flash look to penetrate. Now outside, Jenna Mastalone. There it is.
Yeah, she's got the hot hand.
Big three.
Jada proved that.
Outside Benzel, shot fake inside, creates an open look for Mastalone on the perimeter, and she's going to knock it down. 18.5 a game, 11 here in this first half. Mastalone's going to try another 3. She's got it.
I'll tell you, she sets her feet. She's on fire. Nice job.
Mastalone now inside, free throw line. She's got it again. 15 points for Jenna Mastalone in this first half. Some tight defense we've seen around the perimeter by the Warriors have prevented a couple of good looks today. Mastalone's going to pull one up here. She is on fire today. Knocks that one down. Mastalone.
Good screen by Jada there. Jenna going to the basket.
Getting some momentum downhill into the lane, and a new career high for Jenna Mastalone. 24 points.
Yeah.
Jenna Mastalone working across with Jordan McLemore. Quick pass, finds an open 3 for Mastalone. She's got it.
There you go. That's what Jenna has to do more of.
Scoreboard we're looking at says 10-2. That would indicate that it was a 3 given.
Nice
Mastalone drives and makes it 12-2. Loose ball on the floor here. Picked up by Moore. Swung up top. Mastalone now drives inside, gives herself a better look and gets it through. That's what execute on both.
Yeah, Red Flash really worked hard on that against that zone.
Wide open, Jenna Mastalone for 3.
That's
and she's
a
got
nice kick.
Great look for a confident stroke from the Sharks. Here's Mastalone, a clean look to the basket. Answers with 2 of her own.
Nice basketball intellect by Jenna, taken right to the basket.
Yeah, knocked loose by Miller and back to DePauw. Here Maxwell
Nice
working
drive.
with Mastalone, driving with the left hand from the far block. She's got it in.
Great drive by Jenna.
Excuse me, make that McLemore. McLemore gave to Mastalone, who drove and finishes. My apology. Skips it over to Maxwell, guarded by Salvaggi. 12 on the shot clock. Mastalone got free for a moment. Scott closed. Mastalone driving, and the floor goes. She'll hoist the 3, not shy about that. Doesn't make it. Allen with the rebound, racing ahead, skips it over to Mastalone, who finishes. And FDU not getting back on defense. While going baseline, flings it over to Mastalone, who has to save it from going out of bounds. Salvaggi, now Scott picks her up, Mastalone driving, and the finish. She has great touch. Pinwheeling under the basket, pinwheels it back out, nowhere to go. Gets to Mastalone, Salvaggi trying to stick with her behind the back crossover. Has some space, gets to the basket. Salvaggi backed off just a skosh, and Mastalone driving, baseline. Underneath, finds more from the free throw line. Mastalone gets free. 3 is sweet. Said, I didn't push her. And she had her hands up. Mastalone has it.
Not this time.
More at the screen. Mastalone driving the reverse and the finish. Somehow, 1:45 to go. Cross-court pass to Maxwell, driving baseline. Back out Mastalone. The 3 ball is good. Mastalone.
Mastalone is the second leading scorer on the team, averaging just under 8 a game.
Much needed basket right there after making the first 2 early in the quarter. Just good for the morale to see another one fall to the bottom of the hoop.
Mastalone drives all the way around the court and lays it in and draws the foul against Kiana Johnson, so the basket will count. Mastalone pulls up from the three-point line and banks it in.
A nice screen to help set that up, creating just enough church-like.
Mastalone on the other end converts the basket and will have a chance at a three-point play.
That really gave the St. Francis bench.
Are still in this game. Mastalone has Williams posted and she drops it in with the left hand. That was a great move by Jenna Mastalone, who now has 12 points to lead.
2 for 8 from downtown. JSU with the half, and it really picked it up here in the second half. Three balls were really good, and that's got them out to this nice lead, but St. Francis continues to fight.
Better days ahead for her. She's going to be an outstanding player for the Lady Dogs.
Mastalone beat her man off the dribble. How about this? St. Francis down only 3 with 90 seconds. She'd be averaging 16.5 points, 16.5 rebounds, and 7.5 offensive rebounds per game.
Yeah, she's got such a bright future. Beautiful drive right there. But yeah, Nicholson's got just a bright, bright future.
Yeah. Good compromise.
So there you go.
Mastalone hanging in the air, gets the and one.
That's a really job. Mastalone, she's showing glimpses today.
15 on the shot clock. Just over 4 minutes to go in the third. Double pump again that time. The shot put up and in by Jenna Mastalone for 2 points to Cameron. Back around to Allen. Mastalone for 3 from downtown Pittsburgh. Hits that one from the point.
Offense. I think they've done both.
Yeah.
Nice play there.
Yeah, good going to the hole that time by Jenna Mastalone.
2 with 7:09 left to go in the first. Maxwell gives high to Mastalone. 3 to tie is good. Jenna Mastalone, a grad student from New York City. Mastalone holding. To drive and gets the layup. 5 points for Jenna Mastalone. 9 to 5. 9:22 left to go in the second. Bucknell with a 3-point lead over the St. Francis Red Flash. We're stuck on 11-10. Mastalone pulls up, gets the bucket and the foul. Jenna Mastalone having a great first half for St. Francis. Mastalone gets the screen, pulls up from the free throw line, good, and a foul. A little bit of contact from Carly.
Roy down, shot blocked by McLemore, taken out of the air by Miller, back to McLemore. Boots pass up ahead, nice and pass. Jenna Mastalone.
Great pass, excellent pass. She's the leading scorer, 19 points a game on the season. Doesn't have that today.
McLemore over to Mastalone. Jenna to the foul line. In jumper. Good.
Nice off the bounce shot by
Allen. Kicks it to Mastalone. 10 to shoot. KK Dean's working the defense. Mastalone's elbow jumper is good. Hit it. Like to see the range from the 6'2 junior. Mastalone gets the final bucket of the opening period. She has 5 points, but her 8th point on her second field goal. By the way, Mountaineers turned those 8 turnovers into 13 points, a big reason for this large lead. But a quick answer there by Jenna Mastalone. Has led the Mountaineers in rebounds last season, 335 for the campaign. That was the best mark by a WVU player since Georgianne Wells had 340.
Defense every single game and every possession. You got to get in shape, and that's something you can't really teach in practice.
Esmery Martinez had the bucket. A quick answer by Jenna Mastalone. She's got 11, the only red.
Deasia Allen, the kick out. This is Mastalone. A little Euro step there, got it to go with the right hand. Mastalone's first.
It's a lot to teach to, 9 new players on the roster. Well, it's a good mix in that you've got your big three back from last year as Mastalone gets in for her first points off the scorers for Temple. And so they have obviously bolstered the pieces around them, and it has made an enormous difference. But St. Francis Pesky continues to answer. Mastalone with 4 points this quarter, and tough contested shot and gets the high bank off the glass.
Yeah, nice drive to the basket, keeping her head up, seeing where the
shoulders, it feels like, since she stepped foot on campus, and especially last year had to weather so much of that herself. Yeah, in your fifth year, start feeling a little